Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're making sous vide white asparagus with our own homemade sauce hollandaise and ham. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously we need asparagus, and look at those fantastic white asparagus. I'd say, size-wise, that's pretty good. So we're going to peel them in a minute. What else do we need? We need some ham, we need some butter, salt, pepper, water. We need some more butter, but you'll see that why in a second. We need some zest of the lemon that we had. We need some salt, pepper separate, a little bit of sugar, some nutmeg. We need the juice of a lemon as well as 3 egg yolks. Right, in the first step, what you want to do is you want to peel your asparagus. So I'm going to quickly show you how to do it, just in case you don't know. Now, obviously you don't want to peel the head, so you can start right below it. Now there is a little bit of a debate on how far below you start, but I'm just going to start right below it. I'm going to peel it. Now I suggest, and I've made that mistake myself, keep whatever you peel off, put it in as well, because obviously it will release a ton of flavor as well, and obviously we want any level of flavor we can get. So I'm gonna peel this now, and then I'll show you what to do next. All peeled. Now what I like to do, simply because they can be a bit chewy, I guess, on the bottom, I like to cut off about 1 centimeter at the bottom. Now do keep that as well. And also what I want to show you, if one of them breaks, while you're peeling it, just like this little boy here, well, not a big deal. We can still use them, eat it later on. So, and then once we've cut up all of them, and I love that they're local asparagus here from the region nearby, and I think they were picked this morning, because you have to do it, I believe, before morning light, as the saying goes. Anyways, what you want to do is you want to take one of those vacuum pack bags, and initially I'm gonna throw in all of that we just shaved off and cut off, because that is going to release a ton of flavor. And then we're just going to put the asparagus in as well, and then we're going to go over to the next step. Now, as to the marinade that they're going to be cooking in, what we're going to add in is 100 milliliters of water. Then we're going to put in the lemon zest of half a lemon. We're going to add in about a tablespoon of butter. Now I had a little bit more, but we'll need that later on. Then we need the juice of the lemon. We need a little bit of sugar. I would say that's about 2 teaspoons, I guess. And a little bit of salt, as well as freshly ground black pepper. Now we're going to give that a bit of a stir, and then we're going to put that into the bag that our asparagus is in, and then we're going to seal it. Now, very important, when you do seal it, try to lift it up a little bit like this, because obviously there will be a lot of liquid in here, and you don't want that to get sucked out when you're actually going to vacuum pack it. So I'm going to show you how it looks like in a second. Right, all packed up. Also what I did is, I don't know if you can see it, but I did a double seal just to be on the safe side, because obviously what you don't want is all this lovely juice and whatnot to spread into our sous vide bath. So they're gonna go in now at 85 degrees for 25 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to take care of our sauce hollandaise. Right, the asparagus is in the sous vide cooker. So let's start with the sauce hollandaise. Now, very simple. We're going to be using the Thermomix today. I think it's the best. Obviously, yes, you can do it with one of those hand mixers, etc. But I think, you know, we'll just do the easy one. Or alternatively, obviously, you can buy one of those pre-made Hollandaise, but I really don't like it. Anyways, we're going to start off with the butter. And we need 250 grams of it. And we're going to let that melt. Right, the butter has melted, so we have to remove it, pour it into one of those little cans right here, and set it to the side. And then we're going to put in the mixer, and we're going to add 30 grams of water. There we go. We're going to add our lemon juice. We are going to add the 3 egg yolks. There you go. One was busted while we did it, but hey ho, not a big deal. We're going to add the salt as well as the pepper into it as well, and a little bit of nutmeg for good measure. Then we're going to put the lid back on, and we're going to let that heat up for about 2 minutes. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pour very gently the butter onto the lid so that it drips into the Thermomix and emulsifies. Right, all done. Now, obviously, right now it's asking me to take it out and pour it into, you know, one of those little pouring devices. We're not going to do that because we still have to take care of our asparagus, which will be done in about 3 minutes. So we're going to leave that in here, let that rotate a little while, and keep it nice and hot. The asparagus is ready. Even the church bells are ringing, so let's get cooking. So what I've done is I've preheated both my cast iron skillets. We're just going to throw in that little bit of butter that we had left. Make sure it melts. And I've already cut open the asparagus. And now we're going to take it out and give it a little bit of a sear. Let me tell you guys, the smell is absolutely fantastic. And then let's not forget the sauce, but obviously make sure you don't pour in any of the cut off pieces. And let me tell you guys, there's so much flavor in this, it's absolutely ridiculous. So we're going to give that a little bit of a sear, and then I'll see you inside for the final plate. Alright guys, we're finally done, so let's plate up. And as the asparagus is the star of today's show, we're going to be using 6 of these lovely asparagus pieces. Right, here we go. Then a little bit of ham on the side. You know, obviously you have to have your protein. And then, without much further ado, the homemade sauce Hollandaise, and it was super easy to make, as you could tell, in the Thermomix. And here we go. And there we go, guys, our sous vide asparagus with homemade sauce Hollandaise and ham, and we're gonna dig in now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video about the sous vide white asparagus with our homemade sauce Hollandaise and ham. Now, it was super delicious, mega easy to make. Obviously, yes, the sous vide cooker did a lot of the work, as well as the Thermomix. Obviously, that makes it a lot easier. Now, you can obviously buy one of those as well. That's a pre-made one. You just have to heat it up for a couple of minutes. Super quick and simple, but I felt that I wanted to make it from scratch. So if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.